Several years ago, I was bivocational pastor at a small country church out in the middle of nowhere, and we didn't get very many visitors, and frankly, it was a pretty small congregation. So when you did get a visitor, everybody noticed. And remember, one Sunday, this guy showed up that nobody knew. Turned out he was from the area originally, had moved away, gotten involved in drugs, become homeless for a while, and had returned home. He and I became really close friends. And I remember one day I was up in my office studying, and I heard someone come in, which wasn't unusual, and I waited for a while, didn't hear anybody coming up towards me. I thought maybe it was somebody had gone downstairs or something, and poked my head out of my office, and there was Jimmy sitting in the back row, bowed head, and just back there. Pretty soon he came up, talked to me. We had a nice chat and things, but later on he told me, he says, Pastor, he says, sometimes I come into that church and I just feel so guilty. I just feel so guilty that the only as far as I can get is the back pew, and then I just need to spend time with Jesus. I'm reminded of the verse or the story that Jesus tells about the publican and the sinner. The publican looks up to God and says, "You are so lucky you've got me." And the publican, the sinner, just bows his head and just says, "Have mercy on me. I can't do this. I just can't do this anymore." Found out later on in life, Jim struggled with a lot of addictions, gambling, drugs, alcohol, pornography. He always struggled. He struggled till the day that he died suddenly of a brain aneurysm. I firmly believe that I'll see him in heaven someday, but he never was able to get rid of that struggle. The reason I'm telling you that story is because some of you might be there. You may be struggling with some addiction, some habit, some consequences of some decision, and you just don't think God can put up with you any longer. Let me assure you that he can. You think of the Apostle Paul. He went to God 3 times saying, "Get rid of this thorn in my flesh." We don't know what it was. I think the reason we don't know what it was is because God wanted to remind us we all struggle. We all struggle. So if you're struggling with something right now, continue to seek God's deliverance. But he may just be choosing to have you grow stronger through this. Accept that as well. Have a great day. Thanks for listening in.